Hello, everybody, and welcome on in. My name is Joshua Bleasy. I am the Unknown Prophet. I do daily tarot readings between 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. Central Standard Time every day except, you guessed it, Saturday and Sunday, the weekends. Hi, everybody. So, welcome on in. Before we begin today, I kind of wanted to address something that I kind of want to put out there again, just so everyone knows. I am a tarot reader. I am not a professional of any kind. I'm not a doctor, not a lawyer, not a relationship expert, not anything like that. I use my homemade deck to try to help you find a more positive path forward. That's my only goal here, is to try to give you what you need to hear today, not necessarily what you want to hear. These are blunt, in-your-face tarot readings. I am not going to worry about whether I lecture to you or not. It's who I am. It's who I am about. That's why I have this specific way of doing it. And I already see that my card cam isn't working again. Jesus Christ, I swear to God, this thing fails on me on a daily basis. There we go. So welcome on in, Mr. Savage. So, I just kind of wanted to do a little bit of light housekeeping here. I come here because I am basically bored every day. Have nothing to do at home. I could sit there and stuff my face with treats and do nothing all day long and just be a lazy slob and not try to do anything whatsoever. But don't feel like that's the kind of guy I am. Even though I'm retired, have back issues, have problems, I still feel like I want to do something. And I created this deck to try to help not only promote my spirituality, but my lesson that I've learned and things that I've gotten along the way and stuff like that. And as you guys have heard through your time with me, I have not had an easy way to get here either. I've had a hard path to get to where I am today. I fought for every last inch of it. And I try to give you guys the best advice I can give all the time. I hear these intuitive voices that I listen to. That's what I feel sometimes I need to tell you. So if I'm coming across as a little harsh or mean or nasty or something like that, that's why I say these are blunt tarot readings. I'm not your normal, I'm going to tell you in a nice, light, happy way kind of tarot reader. And I just kind of wanted to touch base with everybody out there today because I kind of felt like I rubbed a person the wrong way yesterday. And it just kept bothering me and bothering me and bothering me. And I don't like to let things stew anymore. I used to be a big stewer. Oh, let me see how far I can let this boil before it boils over this time. Nope. So, and I'm kind of a guy who has to also try to, address it, let it go too. So I do have my flaws as well. So I just wanted to address it, kind of come back to you guys and do this in a little bit more. Like I said, we're a positive stream. We try to be a positive community. We try to support one another. I try to give you the best possible reading I can give you guys. I try to give you good advice from my life experience and or intuition that I'm hearing from the beyond. Some people say I'm good. Some people say I'm not so good. And these are subjectional, guys. Remember, like I have said several times, remember, the future is in your own hands. No matter what I tell you here today or any day, you have the right and responsibility to go live the life you want to go live. And I'm not going to be too hard on myself. I'm just kind of saying, to put it out there, I'm not charging you money for this stuff, In fact, I think I've given away more than I've gotten from you guys. But that's not the whole point. I'm a giving guy. And like you said, I don't plan on being hard on myself because I spent a lot of my life doing that already. I've already played the too hard on myself game. I don't want to do that shit to myself anymore, but I want to at least address it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Plus, you're right. Butterfly effect exists. The second I tell you anything, your future changes because you automatically decided to A, listen to the words I've said to you, or B, not listen to the words I've said to you. And that changes your whole perspective, or do something completely out of the ordinary that no one can expect whatsoever. And I just think, they were They come in and they ask pretty much the same question all of the time. I have a person who comes in chat. I'm not even going to use their name because that's disrespectful of them. They come in and they ask pretty much the same question over and over and over and over again. Now, the cards will tell me. I've heard it from my higher powers. I've heard it from my guide several times that there's something they're not owning up to, and I've tried to help them with it. But yesterday, I guess they got to their tipping point of not wanting to hear it anymore. So, you know. But like I said, I didn't. These are, like I said, not your everyday normal tarot readings. These are your not sugar coat. I'm going to tell you, run you into the ground. And yesterday was 420 day. And when I'm on a 420 day, all bets are off. I don't hold back. I don't filter anything. So got to take that into account too. So enough said. How do you like the new sign, Mr. Savage? Wait. Let me get out of the way from Mr. Savage here. There you go, Mr. Savage. How do you like the new Savage? Now, to be fair, I thought it was going to be smaller. But, okay. So, you know, and it's not like I'm going to give up coming here and doing it every day because I had one person who didn't agree with me that day. You know, I can be wrong. I have been wrong. I have known to have been wrong several times and I enjoy being wrong because that means I learned something today. Like I said, now, if you go to my Discord channel, I posted pictures of my new setup now on the Discord. You'll see some streaming setup there. You see the new sign now. This changes color. It flashes lights. It does a bunch of wonderful things. I thought it was going to be, about the top half where you say the unknown. I thought that's about what size it was going to be. I didn't think it was going to be the whole wall. And I was like, okay, I'm spending a pretty penny because it does all these fun little functions. And I'm thinking, now I'm looking at the sizing and I'm thinking, maybe it won't be so bad. Well, you know what? It's okay. I got my money's worth. I'm not disappointed whatsoever. It's just a lot more. Hey, welcome in, gaming. How's it going? Welcome on in. We're just having a nice little chit chat this morning. Just getting the thing started, getting my introductions out of the way and, having a little bit of a chat time without everybody there. Life is going good for me, and things have, kind of calmed down now. Most of the money that I got is spent now. We did a lot of things that we needed to get done around the house and catching up on a lot of stuff. I'd say 75% of it was catching up on bills and crap and other things that we haven't been able to catch up for a while. And then the 25% of spending it freely on crap I just want. No, I got my Social Security disability benefits check finally. So it was kind of like winning the lottery. That was a 7-year fought battle. So, that was me waiting 7 years for what amounted to, 1 year of work. Yeah, they backdated it a bit enough for us to be able to get our plumbing fixed in our house, get a new stove, get all of our bills are now current. Whereas for a while there they were farther back kind of a deal. And then, get to, spent a little bit of money helping some people out on stream that I really wanted to support, stuff like that. Did a couple giveaways for people on stream. You weren't here for that. Sorry, Charlie, you missed out on the giveaway. And now I've gotten to the point now where I have one last thing I want to use the money for, and that's publishing this deck. So that's what I'm working on now is the last bit. I've got till the 11th, so we're going all the way till March 11th. So this is day number 6. 6 days left, guys, before my Kickstarter campaign ends, guys. So if you guys want to be a part of the people who helped me accomplish my dream, go get on there now and get one of those exclusive 50 decks. That is, one of those will be signed. All of those are signed copies. One will get a special giveaway. Will win a art card from me that's from my original made deck. So it's not like you're not getting some benefits. And that includes shipping and handling and yada yada and all of that stuff. So, and like I said, I have most of that money already. I'm just using that Kickstarter campaign as an advertising / please come support me kind of a show me this is worth me doing it. Because I had a lot of people tell me for a while, you should publish it. You should publish it. You should publish it. Well, now I'm publishing it. Now all of a sudden everyone's disappeared going, well, where were all these people who said they were going to back me up now? But I don't expect that, guys, from you. I don't expect anything from any of you guys. I just want to come here every day, share my story, share my gifts with you guys, try to give you the best possible readings I can give you. That's it. And try to give you good, solid advice I hope will make your lives better. Yeah, I really do hope that. But I really hope that you find a way to make your lives better and be the best day ever for you. Not because I said something to you today, you know. So that's basically what this is all about there, gaming noobs, since I haven't seen you in a bit. Maybe you've changed your name or you haven't been back around for a while. It doesn't exactly tell me. Sometimes it tells me if they're a returning chatter or not. Well, hopefully most of it's been hopefully good. And like I said, I don't always have the best memory sometimes. In fact, I train myself to forget forget most of this after I do the readings so that I can give someone a clean reading the next time they come in. You know, I've trained myself to forget on purpose. So sometimes that kind of draws. It's a good thing and a bad thing, because good thing is I forget it and you get a nice clean reading. Bad thing is I forget it and I don't remember what I told you. So you have to go remember. Yeah, we're whenever you want. Throw me your numbers. Let's go with that gaming. Throw me your numbers 1 through 10. How many times do you want me to shuffle the deck for you? And then 1 through 52. Where are the answers in my deck? And we'll shuffle and we'll get going for a reading for you. That's what I'm here to do. I'm just talking because there's no one on my list going, I want a reading yet. All right, so we got an 8 and a 16. You got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. And you just want a general reading then? Okay, Savage, you're next then. Why don't you just put yourself in the queue so I have a reminder? Do you want a general reading there, gaming, or did you have a specific question? Exclamation point, join, Mr. Savage. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Just kind of wanted to know if there was a question involved, because I was feeling something like you had a question. And sometimes when I feel like you guys got a question, I kind of give you a chance to kind of gather your thoughts and all of that fun stuff and blah, blah, blah. Schmackety, blackety, yakety, right? So, what do I need to tell you today about the whole how will the move go? Is it possible to move? Is there something else going to happen, right? And the thing that you need to realize is that life is a changing. You're moving from one energy to another different new energy. We're used to it being one way, which was the shitstorm we don't want in our life anymore. And now we're trying to find new ways to make life a little bit better and improve them. So we've got to change our outlook on the world just a tiny bit. Rather than looking at the world as the dark abyss, you're seeing now the unknown possibilities that could be. You're seeing that you have the ability to dream big because you can make whatever you see in your mind's eye happen. not getting lost in darkness per se, now having some time to rest and give yourself that silence that you need to really define what this new thing means. And finding that light within yourself is kind of what I'm feeling yourself kind of coming up with a little bit more of recently. Has been working on this. I need to find my own brightness within myself. It's great to get the support from others, but that doesn't always last forever. I need something that will sustain me a little bit longer. Rather than trying to find a end goal or the prize at the end of the rainbow, you're trying to appreciate the journey you're on now. So we walk out of darkness into the light. We become the light in the darkness. We carry that light with us along our journey. And as we start to go in search of that prize at the end of the rainbow, or gold, or whatever else you think is at the end of the rainbow, now we appreciate what we are learning along the way is the most valuable treasure we will ever gain. And that's kind of what you're going through now, is learning how to adapt to the new journey, how to adapt that new path, that new focus, that new drive, that new ambition, and all that stuff into a direction that you're really ready to rock and roll on. Now what you're trying to establish is what do I see when I look back at the mirror? So now that I've done this, looking for and appreciating my journey, now that I've gotten farther down the road, I'm looking back at myself. Do I still see the broken up mess of a bunch of different mirrors that don't make any sense anymore? Or do I see the beautiful oak tree that's really showing its real reflection to me in the mirror of myself right now? Just like in this picture here, it looks like a lot of little different mirrors. And it is a lot of little different mirrors. But that's not the point of the picture. The point of the picture is that you have to look, but you can see it. There is an oak tree there. If you look hard enough and look deep enough, you see who you truly are as a person. That's what we're trying to reveal to ourselves, is now do I see that which is reflected back onto me, what I am hoping the world sees of me. I need to find a way to put new seeds down into the ground. What do I need to start to do physically better for my life? Maybe it's giving yourself another day off. Maybe it's giving yourself some more permission to go have more fun. Maybe it's permission to do something completely different on the whole physical aspect. Health-wise, mental-wise, then we get to your mental part, right? Where we have to plant a new mental seed too. Getting rid of the old anxieties, depressions, and fears. Maybe talking to somebody. Maybe getting into a friend and talking about what's going on with life and getting out of her system. Putting that new mental seed into the ground and making that grow in a healthier, better way. And then reconnecting to the spiritual part of ourself. Now, whether or not you believe in a higher power or not, boogity, 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 you believe in yourself. We all believe in ourselves to a point, and we believe in this highest self, and that's the person we need to start to believe in, and what we need to plant within ourselves to make ourselves grow to become the people we see ourselves in our heads. And this move question that you're asking about, yes, it's possible for you to move. It's always possible for you to do this. The question is, should I move? Because it's not a whether or not if you can move, it's that when should I? When is the right time to? Is this the right moment to? That's the real question here. And where is this going to help me in my life? If moving gets me to a fertile ground where I can grow in better ways, then a move is the answer. But if I'm just going to carry my shit along with me, then I'm not going to grow there. I'm going to just use the same old bad crap over and over and over again. And that's what we don't want to do, right? So now we're finally ready to start to put down new fertile ground. You're defining what that means to you and what those three aspects of your life that you want to bring together are meaning. So that's kind of what I feel like this move will be a more positive thing for you, because I kind of feel like you want this fresh feeling, this fresh changing feeling. It's not so much that you want to escape what you've been through. It's that you want a fresh start, a new beginning, something to say, you know what? If I'm going to redefine myself, I might as well do it all at once. You know, and that's kind of what I'm feeling for you, is that defining that and what that means to you. Wow, enlightening, on point, and blunt as fuck. Yeah, well, that's what you get when you come here. So that's why I say all of that stuff beforehand, because some people don't take that the right way. And like I said, I don't know if what I'm telling you is the truth or not the truth, guys. I really don't. I don't know unless you guys tell me. So I just tell you what my intuitions tell me to tell you. And if you guys take something from it and find resonance in it, and it gets your brain a little working a little harder in there, and you start making some better choices for your life, I've done my job. That's all I'm here to do. Go ahead if you want to. Go ahead and explain it. And then go ahead, Mr. Savage, get your numbers in, questions in. We're going to let him do gaming. Give us the 411 or the information, or spill the tea, as they like to say. And we'll wait for that. And then get your numbers in there, and we'll get going on your reading as soon as we hear a story or two. See, we give people time and space. I know you're going to be patient, Savage, so we can at least hear what they have to say. I'm going to do a cleansing shuffle while I get waiting for that, though. How about that? Jessa! There's the original moderator in the chat there. Jessa Tarek, original moderator in the chat. Original first follower. Original best buddy. I haven't seen him around for a while, but you know what? He's been a busy, busy boy doing his own life balance kind of thingy, so I'm doing awesome. So let me read what you said here, gaming. Just under 2 years ago, I was given a flee order from the police because someone threatened my life. So I moved to Scotland from England, but now I'm 100 miles of everyone, and I feel I need to move back for mental stability. But it's been a barrier after barrier and wait after wait. Wow, okay. That's kind of harsh to have to deal with that. And because somebody else did something that you didn't do, that's even worse. When it's not even, you didn't even deserve any of that in the first place. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, oh, wow. So here we go, though. Let me do those cleansing shuffles for you there, Mr. Savage. And just a general reading, I'm assuming, for you today. And then, you know. All right, here are your 4 official shuffles there, Mr. Savage. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, here's what you need to know there, Mr. Savage, whenever you're ready. Did you have a question? Because I'm kind of feeling like you want some guidance on a specific question. Am I right? Or just a general for you? Oh, well, let me go read. I have to go read what you said there. So give me a second to go back to my chatty and go look up what you said. Yeah, I got the card number. What was the question? Okay. I'm missing your question. Oh wait, Jessa. Sorry, they went through. She was a blankety blank blank. Mr. Savage. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I guess I understand what's going on here and what you kind of want to understand now. I had to Sorry, I had to go find the question and reread it. It's like, where is this question you speak of? I can't find the question. And it's sitting right there on my screen, of course. Yeah, I saw that now. So, like I said, it was just kind of like those deals. So, and now I had to go back and reread everything you said, and then you go and put it all back in there again. So, the thing about this moment for you and her is there is a definite soul attraction here. Okay, there is an attraction as soul is attracted to soul here, you know, and you're trying to use the energies that are currently going through right now to see where this will go in the future. You're not trying to define it yet, you know, trying to just kind of find out. Let's see. We're just reconnecting. Let's see how that goes. Let's see where we're at in life first. Let's talk to one another where we're at in life. I'm still getting over what has been done. You're still getting over what has been done. We're kind of on thin ice here, but we're moving forward. You know, we're finding an unseen path together forward. And the reason you keep bumping into them is there might be some part of what she has to offer you as far as her life is coming back into yours for a reason. Maybe it's to remind you what you do want in a relationship, what you don't want in a relationship, or what your expectations are. A little too high, a little too low. Maybe it's getting you to question a bunch of other things. You know what I'm saying? Finding a path forward is what you're. God dang it. Is what you're trying to do. Sorry. Thought I was going to sneeze. And the unseen path before you is trying to find a way to get what your goal is. Okay, let's find out where this is going to go. The only expectation is we're going to see where it goes. That should be the only expectation. Now that we have good, clear expectations, let's see where it goes. Now, can we start to make a plan to see where we can take little tiny steps along the way? Where step number one, let's get into talking to one another. Then let's get into sharing some things that we haven't shared about one another. What we've been through, how our war story has been up to this point. And maybe it's trying to make you look back at yourself and tend back to yourself a little bit. Because maybe you think if you had done things a little bit differently or could do things a little bit differently, then maybe they would work out in a new, different way. Maybe the situation is what it will be for now. It could change and evolve somewhere in the future, but you have to get back to tending to your own life and your own personal tending to your own physical, mental, and spiritual self. You know what I'm saying? And this reason you keep bumping back into her again, you know what I'm saying, is because there is that connection. There's that reason, that's that connection to remind you of what you do want. Maybe you're giving it the best college try you can do, but it's going to take some time to get there. That can be a part of your love story, or it could be a part of your friendship story, or whatever story it will be. Maybe there's something we both have to let go of the situation, though. Maybe there's a resentment that we both need to let go of. Maybe there's some anger involved here. Maybe it's just us being angry at ourselves that we need to do the letting go of. You know, being angry at ourselves for being such a dumbass at the time we were being a dumbass. Letting go of that shit can go a long way to moving forward. You know what I'm saying? So you have to allow whatever has to come out. Clean slate time. Put it all on the table. Black and white. Here is what made me happy, angry, sad. We need to reassess the situation and see what will it develop into the future. We need to look at the whole thing here and go that way, you know? And same thing with you, Savage, with this girl, is maybe she's meant to be, maybe she's not meant to be, but the universe keeps bringing you together because there's a possibility of that happening. Whether you're ready for each other or not, that's the question, really. Whether or not that will ultimately be someone you will fall in love with for the remainder of your days, who knows? Because she has some things she's working on too. And giving her the space she needs and time she needs to figure that out, and respecting her boundaries and respecting her time frame and letting her know that the possibility is there when she wants it. The ball's in her court. I say you do that. Put the ball in her court, then move on with life until life happens. Before you know it, you could be turning around and that girl's nowhere in sight anymore because you're already happily in another relationship with a even more incredibly beautiful person. You know what I'm saying? You could be stuck on this person. This person could be making you stay stuck rather than moving you forward, you know? It's starting to teeter on obsession sometimes, right? We know that, right? And am I letting my obsession rule me rather than my real feelings and heart when I keep trying to tell myself there's reasons why this hasn't worked out yet? So it's your turn, Sen. Oh. So that's kind of what I'm feeling for is this whole situation is basically okay. Okay, if you fall asleep, you fall asleep. One, cleansing, shuffle. Yeah, exactly. They say that when you let go of the person you love the most and you truly let them go and they come back to you, that's true love. Because then you love them enough to know that maybe you couldn't make them happy. Here is your 10 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You have a 3 God card message as well today, Sen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, Sen, want some advice today, huh? Was that good enough for you there? I just hydrated. You want me to hydrate again? There you go. Uh, there you go. Ah. All right. Yeah, there you go. Fully hydrated. Have I had enough hydration now? Okay. Moving on, Sen. So you kind of want to know what the whole of what's going on right now, kind of a deal, and kind of get a general idea of what the energies are kind of coming right now. It feels like you're missing something. Boy, Sen, why are you feeling so lost right now on something? There's something from your past you're trying to find resolution to. You kind of feel like you lost some part of yourself a little bit. And what I'm feeling like, you know you can't get this back. If there's nothing you can do to change this, there's nothing you can do to fix this. But it kind of feels like you have to find a way to move on from this or move forward from this thingy. But I don't know what it is, dude. It's kind of like you're kind of blocking yourself from the change you know needs to happen. So you're fighting against something you know needs to happen, and you're kind of being a stubborn buddy about it. If that makes sense to you, and you're putting yourself back into the same old ugly cage. Keep putting yourself in the same prison sentence. Keep putting yourself into the same position where you feel like whatever you've done to deserve the current situation, you aren't aware that you have reached parole day, that you've paid your sentence already. It is parole day. It is time to start to turn our life around from being one of trapped in cage to one of breathing life again, re-embracing every day as if it was my best day ever, allowing my emotions to come out to share how I'm feeling about my journey, breathing in that fresh rain and air into my life again. And my brother did the similar thing once upon a time. Okay, he used to not listen to what other people was just saying. He was trying to find his own way, like a lot of us do, right? A lot of us tried to give him the much needed advice that kept giving him the same advice over and over and over again, but he didn't want to hear us. It wasn't until his own life came into play where he started to live his own dreams, his own everythings, and he had to learn how to turn his life around. He did a crime. He did a crime that was bad in this world. He had to go to a place to go pay back for what he did. But while he was there, he said, I'm never going to do this to anybody ever again. I'm not going to do this to myself again. I'm not going to keep putting myself in the same position again where my freedom will be taken away from me. I have to turn my life around and turn it from being what it was into something better. I have to find what and do whatever it takes to become that better person so that I can be free. That's what he had to learn how to do. He had to embrace that zest for life, that I have to live every day as if today was my last breath. Great. Now I'm not going to be worried about what's going to be coming in the future. I have to take ownership of what I've done, but I have to still keep breathing because that's the only thing I can do. Now I have to allow myself the emotional fortitude to say, I screwed up here. I have bad emotional feelings about what I've done. I have to let this out too. And that's kind of what we're going through right now is rediscovering that we are exiting out of our own cage. We're now going into a new, better path, and we're reminding ourselves that we don't want to go back there again. We're communicating more effectively with the things that we want happening in our life. So it seems like now we're being a little bit more expressive and talking about how things are going on right now. And the more we keep talking about it and more expressing about what's going on with ourselves, especially with our significant others and the people, best friends, and people who really understand our shit and call us on our shit, we need a friend to come over to our house and go, stop being the fool, damn it. That's what we need right now. More than anything, they need to remind us to start to embrace the nurturing things we need back in our life. What is actually going to fill some of these holes up, not just be a temporary sugar high fix. You know, we like to fill ourselves up with all these things we want in our world. I want a new car. I want a new streaming setup. I want a beautiful new sign, blah, blah, blah. Want, 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 want. What I need is to have the time and energy to come here every day because I get something out of it. I get socialization. I get to send my voice out there. I get something out of coming here too. They may be free, but they're not free to me. I give my time. And I have to experience all of those things and say, does this feel like it feels that need inside of myself? And does that meet that missile puzzling piece portion that I was trying to find? Well, I've got to go get some experience before I know what fills the spot in. I've got to change my outlook on life and stop putting myself in the same old bad situation over and over and over again and find a way to better communicate what that means in my world physically, mentally, and spiritually. So, I do have a God card message for you today if you want it. Oofty. So, what is this God card trying to tell you? I think it's important for you to recognize that there's part of the story that people just will never understand. You can share as much of it as you want to share about it, but it's your experience. It's what you went through. They didn't live your life. They will not understand the whole experience. Just letting them know what you were going through when you went through it is enough. Just let it be the facts and only the facts. Leave emotion out of it for a little bit. You may be working on some stuff on the inside of yourself right now, but you're kind of ending on a high note here because you're just finishing out the moving out portion of the what you don't want in your life. So I can start to go, oh, what pretty furniture do I want inside now? Now I finally am starting to reach a maturity level where I'm ready for more positive change. I'm trying to make and improve my life a little bit better. I have to give myself more credit than I am giving myself, though, Sen, because you are the great oak. You are already everything you need yourself to be. You don't need anything extra. Oh, God. You don't need anything extra. You don't need anything on top of. You don't need it anymore. You just need to accept what you have in your life right now is giving you exactly what you are asking for truly in your life. It's meeting the expectations. If you want more, then you have to raise those expectations up. You've reached a maturity level where you find that calm, easy, I'm ready to say, do I challenge myself now or not challenge myself? I'm starting to feel kind of icky. Nicole, you're next. Jessa, you're after that if you're still around. We'll see if you're still up in. I gotta take a bathroom break, guys. I'll be right back. Sorry, I had a restroom emergency, guys. Had to get going there. So, okay, Nicole, thank you very much. Dwarf Sticks, everybody, welcome back in. Nicole, come on back in when you're ready. Let me know what your numbers are, and then we'll get going on your reading. Let me do a cleansing shuffle for you here. Sorry, guys, I had to go. You know, you gotta go, you gotta go. All right, whenever you're ready, throw me your numbers and or question, and we'll get going. Okay, what are your numbers for that question? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the 30th card is now on top. I might finish off who's in stream right now, and then I might say goodbye today, guys, because I don't know why I'm just starting to feel really funky all of a sudden. And I know it's not a blood sugar quite yet because I had something to eat, so it's not that. So you want to know what to do with the friends thingy, right? And whether or not, are they bad influences because they keep following you around and stuff like that, something like that. And we're not talking about, they're your number one fans here kind of following, kind of feels kind of creepy, maybe a little bit stocky-y almost. The thing that you have to understand is they're providing you catalyst. So the universe decided, hey, we're going to use your old friends to poke a stick at Nicole here for a little bit because she's not moving in the direction she says she wants herself to move in. Her friends who recognize that some of the things she said she wanted to do, she isn't doing with her life. They're trying to hold her accountable. It feels like I'm picking on you when they're just trying to hold a mirror up to you and go, what the hell are you doing, girl? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It feels like they're slowing you down, but that's for that reason. To slow you down, to give you yourself more time to think about it. We're healing self here. We're not healing your friends. We're not healing their feelings and what they feel. We're not worried about how they feel and what their feelings are. We're worried about our feelings here. We have to start to consider that what we are being given here, we have to turn into tools to help us somewhere in the future. So can this experience help defend you in the future, protect you in the future, remind you when to empty out the crap out of your own wheelhouse and fill yourself with more beautiful stuff? Or can you take control over your life and start to work on the one fire that's in front of your ass, right? So it feels like they're slowing you down. It feels like they're a bad influence. Well, you're feeling this way for a reason because you're being drawn away from them because your energy is raising up. You're going from them where they're used to you being to a different level. So that kind of makes them go, oh, ew, I don't like you anymore because you don't feel the same way you used to. Because your energy is becoming more positive or in a more positive mind frame or even a change, any change, doesn't matter what kind of change it is, you're raising your energy to a different level. So they're kind of like, oh, what the shuck? Kind of shell shock moment, right? So now they start following you around and checking up on you because they're worried. Then that becomes feeling kind of like they're stalking you, and then it's it's genuine, real concern. It's not I'm trying to make you feel uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? It's real, genuine. You are my friend. I'm worried about you, kind of thing. You're taking it as a, oh, you're being overprotective and you're being overly and telling me what to do, how to run my life. No, they're just trying to be there for you when you need them. You know? And I think you know that. You are setting down a new foundation, that healing process that you're starting to do right now. And that's what you need to tell them. I'm not going to let you bring me back down to a negative side. If you're going to continue to do that, sorry, I don't need you in my life anymore. And that's when you have to start to put up those barriers again, okay? Because you're setting down a new foundation. You don't want the same old crap you had before. We're setting new parameters here. I will not accept that negative stuff from you. Salty Squid, welcome on in, first time chatter. You know, and I've seen you in other streams before because I've been over in other streams. So hi, welcome in. And allowing yourself to find that new foundation, putting the positiveness back into it, what you do want back in your life, what you do want to start to build on top of. That's what we're trying to do. And now we're moving away from that area you used to be. Now we're using this. See, all of this will make sense to you because now, when you think about it, they are like the catalyst. They are the rough patch of that matchbox that you need in order to ignite your future to be what you want it to be. They're basically just the rough patch that you need in order for you to take your own will and intent and strike your own future by using what they've been giving you, the things that making you feel like you aren't doing it, can't do it, whatever. Their negative talk gets you motivated to try to prove them wrong, basically, right? So I take my life and I say, I'm going to become this. I'm going to use what you're telling me I can't be to strike my own and ignite my own path forward. That's what we're working on now. And that's why it feels like it is. So I got this piece of advice for you. If they want to spend the rest of their days stalking you and wasting all of their time following around like a little bunny, okay, then you can go ahead and do that. But you don't have to be worried about them anymore. You need to be worried about you. They are done now. For now, let them be done. You need to cherish what's staring you in front of your face. What you need to start seeing as the good things that are happening to you for the reasons that they're happening to you. The benefit of what's going on is you need to learn how to cherish the things that are good in your life. The saying, it's too good to be true, needs to die. What really is good to be true actually is good to be true, and I need to believe that it is good to be true. That's why you're going through all of this right now. And how do we get you to do that? How does an invisible entity who can't make you do anything give you the thought in your head to do that? Don't beat yourself up too hard right now. Yeah, they can only be as much. Okay, let me talk to you about this for a second, okay, Nicole? What we're talking about are three different aspects, okay? And you're next, Jessa, okay? Okay, we're talking about you are letting them have power over you, okay? So you're letting them influence you. They're having power, and they're having power over you, kind of like a slave has power over the master has power over a slave, or you have power with. That's when you share the responsibility. Not your responsibility, not my responsibility. We do this together. Power with, or power under, where you hold the power over them. And what you're going through, this conflicting part of now, is going between the power over, power under portion while you're trying to find that middle ground. And let them be the annoyed little chatty boxes in the corner all that they want. You know who you are. All right, Jessa, haven't had a reading from you for a while. How's it going, my buddy, my pal, my friend of mine? This is your first official call, Jessa. Good. Cleansing shuffle for Jessa. Throw me your numbers, questions, and queries, if any. Just a general reading. Ow, ow, ow. All right, 3 and 6. Go ahead. 1, 2, and 3. And the 6th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 6th card. Just a message from Spirit, he says. All right, let's see what Spirit has to tell you. So let's see what the cards have to tell you today, Jessa. So, Jessa, I know things have been going pretty good for you, energetically wise at least, but there has been some stuff that you've been trying to work on and get past and get over. A couple of these last little doubts and fears when you know very well that it's not about getting through the sadness or getting through the pain of it. That's life. You're very aware of what life is going to throw your way. Now coming to terms with it and kind of letting yourself go through it. And that's what I want to get you to realize is you have to allow yourself the freedom to go through it sometimes. That you have to give yourself permission to feel all of this emotion that you are feeling. All of this depression is for a reason. You're going through this like a stage of grief. If you don't go through it now, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know? And it's foreboding, but you have to remind yourself, you're getting prepared for something bigger happening, okay? So you're feeling a bigger event coming that's going to affect you in a big way. So that creates a vacuum. Because what do we do when we see the meteor coming towards the earth? We try to fire things at it. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's not so much a meteor you're having to avoid here. It's just normal, everyday, free will life we're being told we have to deal with. And how do we get you to start to deal with these feelings? We make you go through these situations. That's why the memory storm has been happening lately. That's why we've been having a lot of that what if moment, the did I do it right moment, that kind of moment. You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, haha, yeah. He says, so now where do I take this feeling is what you are asking yourself to go forward now. So now that I have to go through it, let myself go through it, but now how do I face it? Remember, courage is not, and I repeat, not going through something even though you're not afraid of it. Courage is going through something even though you are afraid of it, that it terrifies you, that it scares you through the inch of every bone in your body. That's true courage, folks. That's the only true definition of courage. If you're going through something that doesn't scare you, and you're going through it anyway, that wasn't courage. That was you knowing you were capable of going through something you knew you were capable of. Now what you need to start to do is get your running start going there, Jessa, because it's time to start taking a running, jumping leap off of that cliff you've been trying to say I'm not ready for yet. Time to take that giant leap and trust yourself for a change. That's scary. We want to talk about real scary here, right? Yeah, the big scary thing is coming for us all. And people don't understand that this big scary thing that people are feeling right now is a bigger event for all humanity. It feels scary because it's kind of an impending excitement. It's like going up on a roller coaster ride, getting to the top rung and going, oh wait, I'm going to go over the side here. You know what I'm saying? It's that kind of a feeling I'm feeling lately. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are feeling this feeling recently. And a lot of people who are going through big life changing, especially when they're crossing a destiny line. And a lot of people are approaching a destiny line right now. And you're one of those people, Jessa. You're about to cross a certain line that once you've crossed it, your life truly begins to be what you were destined to be here for. Now, if you're asking yourself, well, what the hell is it already? Well, I bet you're already doing that work already. We're finding out who I am as a person. We're getting that maturity level. We're getting that concrete idea of who we want to be, what we want our life to look like, all of that stuff. That's that maturity level of becoming a great oak. And existing and becoming are two different things, Jessa. We exist in our minds first, but becoming, moving from existence to becoming. Remember that labor process I keep trying to tell everybody about? People think that this isn't in everyday life, but everything has a labor process. I don't care if it's the simplest, easiest birth in the world, there's still a labor process involved. Because the reason we go through it is so that we can already fight through some of those pre-existing things. The fight to live is the whole point. And that's what you're doing. You're fighting for your right to live, to exist as something new, exist as something different. So, of course, what do we have to get rid of first? We have to get rid of these sad, icky feelings about how our life isn't going well and start to learn how to adopt better, more positive ones, right? Well, I've got to take that leap of faith to trust that I'm going to make the best possible choice in the moment that I'm making it. And I know that life is going to keep working out the way it's working out because I know I'm going to make good choices. I'm going to use all of that which to make myself come together, to find that maturity within myself, to not just be an idea anymore. How do I start to walk the walk, talk the talk, and do the do? So that's what Spirit wants you to know is it's time to talk the talk, walk the walk, and do the do. And I think more of it right now is just a reassessment phase for you, Jesso, from what I'm feeling. Not really life crisisy. It doesn't feel as impending dooming as it normally does. It's just like an adjustment phase. It's like you raising and lowering the sound bar or adding the right kind of the right combination of this metal to this metal to find the right combination. You're playing with it. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically it. So Sweaty, you are my last reading for right now. I was feeling kind of drained for a second there, guys, so I closed down the readings for a little bit because I wasn't sure how I was feeling for a bit. I see your numbers there, Sweaty. So let me do a cleansing shuffle for you. This subject really irks me when people have to deal with what you're dealing with right now. But we're going to get to the heart of the matter, Sweaty. And I'm sorry that you're going through what you're going with when it comes to stuff like politics, spirituality, sexual orientation. These are the honey badger red button things that not everyone can handle, okay? And remind yourself that your mom's human too. And as much as you think she's a robot, she's not. But here we go, what you need to know for you today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the 40th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dang it. Damn. It's nose. 6, 7, 8. See you later, Jessa. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and then we got the 40th card on top. Now, always try to be as respectful as possible before I say anything else. Be as respectful of your own parents' beliefs first. Respect their beliefs as much as you want them to respect yours. That's how we start. Then we can work on the rest later, but let's see what the cards have to say, because I kind of have a feeling I know what they're going to say anyway, but... Because when we're talking about this, this is about your path, okay? Your parents were raised a certain way, in a certain era, with certain things that they grew up learning how to do. Just like you do now, your era, with your whole new conceptions of what the world is supposed to be like. Your mom and your dad may never truly accept everything you have to tell them about your spirituality. Okay? Let them know you're living in compassion. You're living through love. You're living through the stuff that makes this world be a better place. Let them know about that stuff. Whether what you call it or what you do while you're worshiping or what you do in all of that extra detailed stuff, they don't really need to know, okay? You have to start to let out the kind of rain that they can absorb, okay? So you know your parents and what they can absorb or handle. So let's give them the kind of rain they can handle and soak on in, rather than be the kind of rain that bowls them over with everything. They don't need to know everything. It's your path, not their path, right? It's time for you to realize that you are the person who's in control of the sky that's in your world. That they can't control what you do. They can't control how you pray. They cannot jump into your brain and make you stop believing. I don't care who it is in this world. There's no one who can do that. Not yet, at least. And if they can, okay, will you please start controlling my life and making me do better things? Okay? And that's okay. You don't need her to understand the nuances. You just want her to know you're in a healthy place in communion with a God, with your higher power that's telling you how to live a more positive life. Everything else, leave out of it. The how you're worshiping, the why you're worshiping. If she looks at you funny while you're praying, let her look at you funny while you're praying. It's her spirituality she's questioning, not yours. She sees you, and people think I'm crazy too when I'm talking to invisible people in my head. Okay? I get the crazy looks every once in a while too, especially when I'm hearing something for somebody else that's standing right there. And I can't tell them exactly what I'm hearing in my head because it's just that damn inappropriate to say in public. You know what I'm saying? So, and the thing is then don't let her see that. Don't let her see you talking to your guides. Take it on to the inside. Just have that conversation inside of the head. Don't say anything out loud. Don't let her see that part of it. Try to let that be the in the closet moment. She's not ready for that. She doesn't have to be aware of any of that. Just let her know you're living in a healthier, positive... Yeah. Okay, that's what I'm getting to next is you have to start to shine like your faith tells you to shine. Okay? Your faith tells you a certain set of rules, a certain way of believing, a certain way of living and breathing your life. You're living in honor of that faith. You're living in what you believe in. So if you own up to the light that you are trying to show yourself, and then you will show it to all the other people in your life. So be the positive, be the best possible version of your faith you can be. Show them the benefits of it. I was a Wiccan. My mom wasn't a Wiccan or a Christian. She didn't believe in anything. She became a Wiccan But she didn't understand it at first. She thought I was the evil, Satan worshipping, baby eating kind of nom, nom, nom person everyone thinks an evil witch is, right? But that's not who I was. She knew the kind of person I was, and your mom deep down knows the kind of person you are. Okay? You have to let this be the resilience you need to build up for that armor you need to temper and make stronger. This is going to help you be stronger. This is going to help you get through the harder times when people who are going to be way harsher on you than your mom or your dad. Okay? I am a pagan. We are considered one of the most evil religions out there. We worship the devil. We want everyone to be pain and horror and pain and more pain and horror. We want demons to run the earth. We want to eat your baby children. We want to make evil spells and make your life miserable. That's what I'm telling you, I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying is it's a perception, okay? Now, if you look at the actual faith, and look at its whole compass, just like you look at any faith. You can find goods and bads in any faith, even the most predominant one out there, Christianity. You talk about some things out there that conflict sometimes, okay? But I'm not here to tell you who to believe in or what to believe on. This is what's building up that resilience. That's what you need. Your spiritual armor. So that when you go out there and someone asks you who you are and what you believe in, you can stand up there and say, I'm a goddamn pagan witch, damn it. Oh, you eat babies and think them? And I said, yeah, would you like me to introduce you to my familiar Lucifer? Okay. It's okay for you to be mad that your mom doesn't understand. It's okay for you to be angry at yourself that she will never understand. It's okay to have these angry feelings and let this all get to you from time to time. Walk in perfect love and perfect trust. Walk in the tenets your faith tells you to walk into. If kind compassion is what your faith is all about, then walk in kind and compassion. If your faith is about service to others, be service to others. If your faith is about doing unto others as they would do unto others, do all of that stuff, okay? Whatever way you think about it. But you have to allow yourself permission to be angry. It's okay. You don't have to be Miss Nicey about it. You don't like it? Tough shit, Mom. I mean, really, what is she going to do? Hog tie you to the bed and start casting, exercising your ass? Well, at least you'll have a nice bath. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that was refreshing. And my soul is clean too. All right. I'm going to take a cigarette break before I do anything else here. And that's my point. You don't need to start. Why are you giving yourself? You know what you're doing to yourself, okay? You're giving yourself and you're hating yourself for feeling a human emotion that everybody feels. You're feeling bad about an emotion you're entitled to feel. Ask yourself why you're still doing that to yourself, please, please. It took a while for my mom to come to terms with that. What I believed in wasn't an evil faith. It wasn't what I believed in. I believed that nature had balance. I believed that all of that which the earth has to offer. When she actually heard what I believed in, her mind changed. The name witch or pagan or the connotations of all of that. Now we want to talk about a true worshiper of Satan. Let's talk about a person who worships Lucifer and who's a Satanist. Then we're talking true worshiping of the devil. And even them, even their faith has its rule book, okay? The devil likes his rules. You can't get anything done without him. Got to know what the rules are to break them. Send, give me your numbers and stuff like that. I don't know what other question you need today, but let's go. You have to make your spiritual journey your spiritual journey. It's you in communion with your higher power. Those are the only two people who are involved here. Not even your significant other can claim that. Put your mom back in the closet and keep it shut. You want me to ask the cards why you're not getting a scooter? Oh, we didn't save enough money. We didn't put enough away. We forgot that that coffee was more important than the scooter. Do you want me to keep going? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Why are we not getting the scooter of our dreams? Huh? All right, here is why you are not getting your scooter. Because you haven't extinguished all the other crap you don't need in your life. The coffee that you don't need, the extra breakfast you don't need, the extra snack you don't need, the extra treats you don't need, your basic, most essential things only, and then everything goes into what we call a savings account. And that's when we start to save the money for the things we want. You have to put out the old fires first before you can start to save up for the thing you want. So stop spending all of that extra money on all of the frivolous stuff you don't want. That's the first thing you need to do. Now, part of the other reason is availability. Okay? You are trying to fill this spot up with something that may not be available quite yet. What you're seeking for or looking for right now may have some production issues or some kind of an issue where you might, even if you had the money right this second, you still wouldn't get it for a while because maybe there's a backlog or whatever else there can be. It's looking at the situation and discovering that you're gonna get it, and that's what you have to stop expecting is other people to give things for you. You know? That was a nice expectation, a nice little dream, a nice little hope. But what do we have to do if we want something in life? Okay, if Dad's going to be nice enough to buy me a scooter and he's going to surprise me with it when the appropriate time, why am I not just sitting back, relaxing, and waiting for my ass to be surprised then? If he doesn't give it to me, and what's my time frame for said thingy? Maybe he has to save up for said thingy. You never know. You're expecting him to just, go down to the store and go, oh, here's scooter time. You know what I'm saying? Just give him a little bit of time, and maybe he, ran into some issues where he couldn't do it right yet. Don't let yourself be put into a cage waiting for something to happen that may not ever happen. You don't put yourself in the same situation expecting a result you know may or may not happen. If you want it, you have to change your own life around, breathe your own new air, let your own emotions out, let your freak flag fly. Maybe you ask some brother or sister or some other relative for assistance to help you get this scooter. But you have to change your life from being what you don't want it to be to what you want it to be. It's time to take some personal responsibility here. That's what I'm saying. You have to start to see the whole situation for what it truly is. I think you will be fine. You just have to remind yourself, pay the minimum due no matter what. You pay your minimum due. Okay? You start seeing the situation for what it is. You know what you're walking into. You know how to budget appropriately. So as long as you use that credit appropriately, then yes, by all means, please go use the credit to buy your scooter. Okay? Then, if your dad comes with you with a nice shiny new scooter, you can return the other scooter, whichever one's nicer, of course. You don't want to send back the nicer one. But seeing the picture for what it truly is, I think he's trying to give you a little bit of hard knock life lesson here, and not trying to be mean doing it, but it's kind of like, you want this, I want to see you go after get something you want, not necessarily trying to hinder it or help you there. You know, kind of seeing it for what it was. And I think if you've been asking yourself a lot lately, have I been a lot of, Dad, can you help me out here? And the response has been, we'll see. Well, maybe we'll see if you can get your ass moving in gear to get the thing you want. We'll see. I think you will get it eventually, but I think you're going to have to go get it yourself. I don't think Dad's coming with a shiny new scooter anytime soon. So do you want your God cards there, Sen? Yeah. And here's what they're telling you to do about that situation. You're getting tired and crying every day because of the pain I've been caused by the rough public transport in India. Well, maybe there's a need there, and you have to find a way to use what has been given you to maybe make it the world a brighter place. Use the sunshine, happiness you do know. If you see that being a need in your life and you're asking me about what you should be doing with your life, maybe that scooter and bike might be nice, but maybe a car where you can drive people around to help them get around too might not only be as good, not only a beneficial thing for you, but help you earn the money back to get what you need as well. So use your transport as also a way to earn money as well. I feel like you have to find a positive spin on this to make it earn you money as well as cost you money. And donate. This is your donation. This is your donate back to yourself. So don't feel bad for giving back to yourself what you know you deserve. So it's time for you to give back what you need. This scooter is a need. It isn't a want. This isn't just some frilly thing you want because it's the nice pretty thing on the shelf. This is going to help with you getting around, getting to the places you need to do. You won't going to have to worry about anybody else's person's thing not working. You know what I'm saying? So this is a donation back to yourself again that you desperately need. Yes, I think you should do that. I think it will solve a lot of the issues that you have going on right now. Especially that trapped feeling. How much do we have in here? I think that as long as you use it responsibly, I think you'll be just fine. I think if you keep using it for anything else other than the car, so I want you to kind of put that into your mind, okay? This is an investment. This is how I pay for my investment. This is going to be giving me X, Y, and Z. This is the only thing I'm using this for until it's paid off. That's what you have to think of, okay? Is just keep paying the minimum payment. If you can pay a little extra more every month than you normally wouldn't pay, even if it's 50 extra bucks, not only are you showing the people your creditors that you can do a better job at saving and paying back what you owe them. You're building up credit for yourself. You're building up financial um financial tools and stuff for you to be able to start getting used to doing that kind of a thing in life. So I really do think that this is kind of I kind of tee hee hee um and then you don't have the extra added stuff of that having to worry about. So now you know it's going to be for your benefit, and you keep questioning whether or not you should take the money to do it. And I'm saying, what the hell are you waiting for then? I mean, really, if this makes your life easier and it gets you and makes life a little bit better for you, and you don't have to worry about half of that other shit you used to have to worry about, doesn't that make life a little bit, better? Not like I have it all figured out, guys. I wish I could say I have everything figured out, but I don't. Do 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 do. Light Seeker. I was actually saying to myself, I'm not feeling good anyway. Maybe I should just get out of here today. Yeah, I was just starting to feel kind of icky. So we're gonna go get out of here. I'm gonna be done for today. We're gonna go here. So I will see you guys tomorrow, guys. Sorry I'm not feeling so well. I'll see you soon.